How's it going, everybody? Hello from Canada. Welcome back to another video. So today is the second last day of mental health week on the channel. So today is just going to be a little quick one. We're just going to be going over how to, get out of bed when you don't feel like you have the energy to. So it could be for many reasons. It could be like you feel you have nothing to do that day, or you have a lot to do and you feel overwhelmed with how much you have to do and you don't think you're gonna be able to get it done, or what have you. But it's not always easy to get out of bed. So like there's gonna be some days where you're just gonna feel nearly impossible. It's gonna feel like you're not gonna be able to do it. So today I just wanna go over a couple of tips and a couple of ways to think to maybe help that a little bit. So first thing is, just always try to make sure you tell yourself you have something to do. If it's one of those days where you feel like you have nothing to do, so you're like, oh, I may as well just stay here. I got nothing else to do anyway. Try to make yourself feel like you have something to do, whether it's, being quote unquote productive or whatever it is. Like whether it's doing work, doing schoolwork, doing like studying something, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. If you find something to do or tell yourself that you have something to do, it's gonna be a lot easier. Even if that thing to do is, say you've been wanting to play a new video game for a while and you've wanted to beat it for a while, go do that. That could be a thing to do too. It may not be the most, necessarily productive thing in that sort of sense, but at the same time, it's gonna be something to do and it'll give you a reason to get up and get out of bed. Whether it's, like I said, whether it's productive or studying or something that is working towards a life goal or whatever, doesn't really matter. Just find something to do, find something to get you out of bed. Or if it's one of those days where you feel like you have too much to do and you don't have the motivation, you're like, okay, there's so much to do, I'll never get it done. It could be one of those days where you're doubting your self-esteem, doubting your work ethic, no matter what it is. Just try to always take things one at a time, right? And not everything is going to be easy, and you don't always have to do everything all at once, right? If you have 10 things to do, 10 things is a lot, don't get me wrong, 10 things is a lot of things to do, but you can get it done 100%. If you think, okay, I have to get all these things done, I have to get all 10 of these things done, then it's going to be a lot harder. Think of it like, okay, this is my list, I'm going for this one first. I got this one, then I got this one, then I got this one, but focus on one thing at a time. If say you wake up at 8:30 and the first thing on your list that you have to do is you got to wake up and you got to print something off for work, got to print something off for school, whatever. Get up, get that done, boom, done, nice and easy. It takes less than 5-10 minutes, but it's done. If it's like, okay, I got to print this, I got to go pick up this from place A or place B, I have to call this person, I have to deal with these sort of emails, I have to figure out what's going on with this part of a business or whatever it is, right? Try to think of one thing at a time. If the easiest thing to do is the printer, go ahead, get up, get that done. That'll get you going for the day. You're gonna be up, you're gonna be moving, you're like, okay, that was easy, perfect, I'm on to the next one, let's do this. So just trying to think of it like that. And then the last thing usually that I find when I'm laying in bed is just feeling like nothing. Feeling like there's no reason to get up. Not necessarily because there's something that I have to do or something that there's nothing to do. Just feeling that there's no reason to get up and get out of bed. Feeling, I don't know, kind of worthless, I guess, in a way, or useless, like as though there's nothing really that matters enough to get up out of bed for. But in reality, the thing is, we're all part of this life. If you're watching this, you're living. There's always a reason. There's always a reason to get up and do something. There's always a reason to get up and live life, and everybody you know should be able to prove that to you, as long as you take care of them and they take care of you. As long as you are good to the people around you and the people around you are good to you, then that's proof in itself that there's always a reason to be around. Whether that reason is to, help people, or go teach hockey, go teach basketball, go teach a class in school, or your reasoning is to get up and go try to help the ecosystems around you, help the environment, go plant some trees, or whatever it is. There's always some sort of reason that you can give yourself that you should be around, that you should be able to get out of bed. I know it's hard. I know it's extremely, extremely hard sometimes. I still have days sometimes where it's nearly impossible for me to get out of bed as well. But the thing is, there's always a reason. There's always somebody who's going to be there to tell you the same reasons. And if it's something that's under your control, such as I have nothing to do, or I have so much to do, I'm never going to get it done. That's something that's under your control. And if you can tell yourself even 1 out of 3 days, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 5 times that you get days like that, that's an improvement over 0. Yeah, you got to take the small wins. You have to take the small wins. You have to take the small increments. If I say today, okay, I can't get up and I'm stuck in bed for 2 hours before waking up, but I tell myself, okay, tomorrow, if this happens, I'll be ready. Yeah, and that's it. You just have to be ready for if it's gonna happen. You don't think, okay, when's it gonna happen? You just say, hey, if it happens one day, it's out of my control. If it happens, I'm ready. I can do it. And if you get that 1 out of 3 times, 1 out of 5 times, it starts from there. It's like a snowball. If you get it once, then it'll go to 2, then it'll go to 3, then it'll keep going, and it'll be way easier to do it every single time. But you always have to start somewhere. Okay, so always start somewhere, whether it's starting with a reason to get up, starting with, okay, I don't have anything to do, I'll make something to do. Starting with, okay, there's so much to do, all right, let's get this one done first. Right, there's always somewhere to start and grow from. So let's try to make sure we always tell ourselves that, we're always prepared for it, and whether we think about it or not, we always have to be ready, okay? So I know we can all do it. You guys are all great. We're all able to do this. We're all in this together. The pandemic will hopefully be over at some point, you know. I would say soon, but I don't really think it's gonna happen that soon. So let's just try to make sure we're taking care of each other. We're making sure that the pandemic isn't getting to us too much. And yeah, just take care of each other, take care of the ones you love. And thank you guys all for watching. Drop a comment down below if you think I missed anything, or if you have anything to add. Drop a like if you like the video, please share it around if it's good as well. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.